And we're back for another episode review of Titans Series 2, Episode 2. The title of this episode is called Rose. Good episode. I really like this episode. It's not really like a must-see episode. Nah, like it. Not really bad. But my gut instance that not all episodes of Series 2 is not going to be like a banger. My gut instance that we're gonna get like a bad episode anytime soon in this review series throughout the summer. But anyway, so this episode is basically a kickoff of series 2 of the show. Yeah, the last episode is just wrapping up the events of series 1. This episode, you can tell like it's cooling down from the events of series 1. It's full of change. We want to focus on the next story of the Titans. But anyway, so it's introduced like I think what 2-3 characters of the show. The main character focus on you see on the screens right now, it's Rose Wilson. She is the daughter of Slade Wilson. We're not got Deathstroke in this episode. Maybe in future episodes of the series 2 of the show, but looking up the character of Rose Wilson, yeah, she is, the daughter of Deathstroke, but she's played by Chelsea Zhang. I think that's her. Oh, I think it's Zhang. I can't remember her last name. Just write down in the comment section below what's Chelsea, the actress playing Rose in this episode or of series 2 of the show. I think it's Chelsea Zhang. I'm not being racist, I'm just can't remember. So we got like we got like a few new characters of the show. Rose Wilson. We got Dr. Light. He's the villain from the original Teen Titans show. He's like killing. I think he killed like a prison guard, and killed this kid in Dawn and Hank's house in Wyoming. We'll get to their parts of the show or this episode a bit shortly. My gut feeling that Deathstroke is the main villain of series 2, and I think with Dr. Light, I don't know his alter ego. The actor name for the character playing the actor playing Dr. Light is called Michael Morsley. I'm guessing he's the main, or not main, but basically the minor support villain. Like series 1 you got like Trigon and also the Nuclear family. So we got I looked up the black alien, another Tamaranian. Another alien from Tamaran is Friedel, kidnapping Corey in this episode. He has some moments with Corey and Donna. We'll also get to that later on in this review. So we got a lot. I think we got a lot to talk about. I'm gonna talk about Hank and Dawn in this episode. You can tell and also by the way, this episode. Jason said it's been 3 months. They're like this after the there was a funny fight scene with him and Garth, the fighting. I feel they're using wooden swords, and Jason is basically blindfolded. Sorry, blindfolded, and then Garth just basically hits him. Really tapped him in the head with the wooden sword, and Jason said, "What the fuck?" I think he said, I don't hold my back, or don't hold me back. I can't remember, anyway, Hank and Dawn. And also, Jason said, this is 3 months. It's funny, Dick said to Jason that, you lost your privilege at Wayne Manor, because he says he's using the Batmobile for joyrides, and I think it's the motorcycle on through the staircase, from down the stairs from the last episode, and bookmarks of websites with the Bat computer prosecutor. You know, yeah, he's I like Curran Walters, man. I think he's a good character, a good actor playing Jason Todd. But anyway, he said about this is 3 months. 3 months later. So he didn't really say like, oh, this is 3 months later. They didn't really say like they're like like a black background saying 3 months later. Jason said 3 months later why they came back. I think like they didn't really need him to be part of the group. I think Corey's doing his own thing. Hank and Dawn, you can tell, doing their own thing. Donna also doing his own thing. But anyway, 3 months later, you could tell like the events of series 1. You can tell it take place in 2017. I know the episode. I know like the series 1 was filmed in 2017, and the film, and then it was released. The first series was released in 2018. Yeah. I'm guessing this episode is like late 2017, early probably 2018. Series 2 was released in 2019. And by the way, this series is before the start of the COVID pandemic hits. Anyway, so let's get to Hank and Dawn. You can tell they're in a ranch in Wyoming, and also you can tell like Hank is like teaching a young kid. I think the kid's name's Ellis, on a horseback riding, and also like Dawn. There's one scene like Hank is sleeping, wonder why Dawn's not in bed. You can tell Dawn is basically in this one episode, in one scene in this episode, being 3 guys in a meth lab, and then made this guy call the police. It says, there's a meth lab on what's it called, Holsia Street, and it's run by, and then Dawn says 3 dipshits, and I think he ended that line. She said like, thank you very much, beat the guy. I think it was one with the scruffy hair. That was a funny line, and also there was funny lines in this episode I kind of want to talk about. In the beginning, in the opening scene in this episode, they're in Rachel and Dick, they're in a coffee shop. And I think this guy, I think he had a beard, not like a full-on growth beard, but like he had like long ponytail hair, and he's quite. He said Rachel and Dick's name wrong. It's called Dick Dirk and Rachel Rochelle, and also they talk about what name of their new group. You have to bring up like the old, you and Dawn and Hank and Donna are the old Titans with the new Titans, or Titans 2.0, and Dick says Titans the new generation, and it says, I think Rachel says, you're not helping that, you're not helping, or something like that. And also, I think there's one line he said to close out the opening scene of this episode. He said like, evil to succeed, good men and women, nothing to do, or doing something, nothing to do. No, I'm trying to remember. I think he said like, evil to succeed, good men and women are doing nothing to do. Something like that, I can't remember. And then Rachel says, put it on the t-shirt, Dirk. I kind of laugh. There's some good funny liners in the show. People crap on DC. Oh, it's dark. No, they do have some light moments of the shows, depending on what shows you're watching. But it's just like, seeing like Rachel says, just puts it on a t-shirt, Dirk. I kind of laughed my ass off, man. There's some funny, there are funny lines in the show, in the show. We introduce Rose. And also let's get back to the Hank and Dawn thing. They're in Wyoming. You can tell like Hank is more helpful in this series. You can tell like in series 1 he looks battered, like physical and mental. He's just so physically and mentally battered. I think I said him in last year when I do the rest of the series 1 reviews of the show, that I said I think Hank is suffering a little bit of PTSD. But you can tell it's not being Hawk. You can tell it's helping him. It's helping him mentally. I think he's not gonna do. I gotta see he's ended up being Hawk, but you can tell like he's getting away from. He's doing the same thing as Dick. You know, I think Dick doesn't want to become Robin anymore because I think this whole superhero stuff is really getting into him. You know, it's taking a toll of them like the bodies and minds. I think like I think like it's too. I think like Hank said to Dawn says, Hawk and Dorf, we're done. It's too dangerous. You know, it's. I think it says if you're not do if it's not, if it's it stops. I think say if it's not. I think it told him like. I think they gave Dawn some ultimatum. If you're not if you're not stop being Dawn, if you're not stop being Duff, we're over. You can tell they. I think it's the first time they argue in the show's the show's history that they never argued. Yeah, and Hank said to Dawn. Sorry, I know they got their names. Hank and Dawn are Hawk and Duff. It's like Jesus Christ. Anyway, he said to Dawn. Yeah, he said to Dawn that he said like if you don't stop with Dawn, he said you're in a coma for a month. I was sitting next to you by your side, wondering if you're gonna die a fucking day, because I think it's my feeling that he's worried about Dawn. Like ever the events of the nuclear family push her off the building, he thought she's going to die. She's worried. I think he's worried about Dawn because Hank lost his brother. He lost his brother. He doesn't want to lose his love of his life. I think if she dies, I think he might commit suicide. How he gonna pick up what they left off, if she dies, but you can tell him like just live the life, you just want to see him live the life, and you can tell like, Alice got killed by Dr. Light. It was a young kid. You can tell like this Dr. Light character is not going to be like the Teen Titans show. The Teen Titans show from 2003 is basically a kid show. It's anime. I think this Dr. Light could be dangerous. He's basically turning them into like human like bombs. You can tell like this Alice kid just blow up. Didn't really see any bones or blood and organs. Just basically just get out. It's off screen. And I think like they blow up. Dick's Jeep in the end of the end of this episode. You had Garv and Jason find out who Rose is, and you found she is the daughter of Deathstroke. I haven't seen the rest of series 2 yet. Don't really quote me on it. Don't give out the whole plot of it. I think my feeling that she is going to turn on them to probably join. Maybe typical stuff like I think they're gonna like turn on them a bit, and then might be join. I don't know what the event's gonna be. I think she might turn on the Titans, reunite with her father, then probably turn on her father again. This is kind of like a face and heel turn type of situation. Heel, like face heel, shake you all about type of situation. So and also I like the stuff with I like the Corey and Donna's moments. The one nitpick about it is they cram a lot of stories going into it. You got a story about Rose. He's beating the police's asses. Jump through a building. They jump through a window with the people are doing meeting. And I think she got really unconscious because of she went through a fucking window and she'd probably be badly hurt. But let's get to I think it was funny. You had some funny moments between Corey and Donna. They were listening to We Are Family, and I think he said not all music. Some musicians wrote music after 1979. I think she said, like, let's dip our toes to 1980s, listen to some Madonna. Yeah, they play We Are Family, that's funny. And also about the jelly, are there jelly in the donuts? There's some funny moments in it. And also we got this character called, what's the character name? Cilda, what's her name? Celinda Flanders? I'm trying to remember the name, by the way. I thought Trish, you know, from the Jessica Jones show. She looks like Trish from Jessica Jones, you know. But no, her real name's Hanka. Fuck, I can't remember. Um, I can't remember. I'm gonna move on, man. It's gonna fuck drive me nuts. But that Celinda, yeah, I think her name, ultra ego. Sorry, I'm stumbling. I need to drink a water, man. I thought it's a bit dry. I think it's Celinda Flanders. Is it Flanders? Flanders? Not confuse her to Ned Flanders. It was a fucking bird. Jesus Christ! I'm opening the window up. Open the window. It's a bit warm. We're in June, but I think it's Flinders or Flanders. The fight was last only like a few seconds. She throws whatever it is, and then Corey and I think like Donna using the lasso of truth. Yeah, this show is not going to be. I don't think this show is going to connect ties with the DCEU. This is not part of the DCEU, man. The rumors like they're going to put the show part of the CW, part of the CW universe, the Arrowverse. That's just rumors. I don't think they're going to do that. I think they're going to it'll be toned down a bit. They can't say fuck. I said in my last episode review, but yeah, they just like beat Shimmer. They basically just like, Donna wrapped her up with the lasso of truth, and Corey kicked her ass. And also we got this black guy. I think it's another alien from Corey's planet. Basically knocked her out. I think using like some stun gun. I think they had him introducing Blackfire. This is gonna, that's Starfire's sister. If you follow probably the comics and the original Teen Titans show. I think this is gonna cram a lot of stories into it. I don't think series 1 is all about Rachel and the formation of the New Titans. It's finding out who Corey is. He's just killing Rachel, but you can tell they're moving on. Yeah, it's a new story, but in one episode, not one episode, but one scene of this episode, like Rachel's sleeping, and then some black stuff around her. I think she's having a nightmare, and she looks like she got cut around her and probably her neck. I don't know. I'm not so sure about her powers. I don't know. Unless we're gonna get some more information in the next couple of episodes, reviews of the show. Is our power controlled? Is she fully control her powers? You can tell. I thought she'd really control her powers in the lateral parts of Series 1, but I don't know, man. This is like I'm not really sure on it. Anyway, so we don't know much about Rose. Rose in this episode she doesn't want to leave. She wants to, the Titan Tower. Unfortunately, they're not living on a giant T, from the original show. I don't know they'll do a callback to, they're actually living on a giant T, from the original Teen Titans show or Teen Titans Go. I don't think it will work. Like I said, just because it works in comic books and anime superhero shows doesn't mean, not anime, but animated TV shows, it doesn't mean it's going to work in the live action stuff. So, I don't know. I think it's, there's a heart and heart moment with Gar and Rachel. Something about failure. I think Rachel says, don't want to see Dick being a failure or something like that. It's funny, they kind of bring up name dropping Miyagi. Or was it Miyagi? He's a character from, I think it was the Karate Kid movies from the 80s, not the 2010 one with Jaden Smith and Jackie Chan, but something about he's a Miyagi, fool in our eyes. I don't know. I'm guessing Rachel comparing Dick to Miyagi, and then probably one of us is bringing. It's funny you said it to Ryan Potter's character, because Yeah, because he's, Garth is I think he's half Japanese. Like, yeah, there's a story. Yeah, the reports out there. The reply. Ryan Potter wants to become Robin, but they don't want him to become Robin because he's got a Japanese descent. It's funny. Like if you watch Big Hero 6, that's in was it San Fran, Tokyo. He's also, it's like, yeah, I like Big Hero 6, man. That's a good movie, man. It's a shame they're not making a sequel. They made an animated show, but the animated series of the show, but not making a sequel, like a sequel to it. I want to see a sequel. I think it's good. It's funny, like, he's Japanese, his character is also Japanese. I think, yeah, got in the show, I think he's Japanese descent, but, yeah, it's funny. Said about, I think it's, yeah, Miyake, full in our eyes. I can't remember the line there that much. Some others not so much. So yeah, nothing much. Yeah, I thought most of it, the whole bulk of it, but yeah, I'm gonna wrap this review up. So yeah, like I say, it's good. It's a good episode. My gut instance that not all series 2 episodes of the show. It's not gonna be like a good to great show. Not great good to great show, but great episodes. It's not like Series 1. Series 1, there's some consistency, good to great episodes. I guarantee this is going to be, I think it's guaranteed that, we're going to see a bad episode. It's any episode, any time in this review, so. We got until until probably August. We've got 13 episodes. We've got about 11 to go. So hope you enjoy this review, folks. Of series 2. Yeah, series 2, episode 2 up times. Leave your thoughts in the comment section below. Smash the like button. Subscribe to the channel for more wrestling videos and more. And this is Sancho Man officially signing out. Check you later, folks.